Happy Dragon Boat Festival, everyone! If you're in Taiwan or in any country that celebrates Dragon Boat Festival in Asia, you will have a holiday this weekend, and I hope you enjoy good movies. In today's episode, we're going to talk about European art films. I personally don't know a lot about art films, but I'm not a person who would refuse to watch art films. Actually, I love a lot of them. So today, I'm going to introduce two of them to you, and hope you will enjoy the weekend with me. Let's listen to the first new movie we're going to talk about today. Full Time. Julie finally gets an interview for a job where she can raise her children better, only to run into a national transit strike.
Conosci il parco giochi fuori città?
Sì,
Ci andiamo un giorno?
poi vediamo.
The first new movie we're going to talk about today is a French film, Full Time. The introduction was pretty short, but I think it was clear. Basically, it told us what this movie is about. Full Time is starred by one of the best actresses who just won a lot of awards at European film festivals, Laurel Calamy. Her Netflix series, Call My Agent, was really good. And so the awards I mentioned was the one she won in 2021 with Full Time and Call My Agent. So in the introduction, we heard that this mom, Julie, encountered a national transit strike. But actually, this is not the only problem she faces in the film. There's the strike in Paris, her ex-husband went missing, her babysitter quit, and she also faces some problems at her job. So this is a story about a single mom running for life, literally running, because she only has 168 hours. So it's a movie combining 168 hours in 2 hours. Actually, the movie is less than 1.5 hours. So within these 1.5 hours, it's super exciting. There's no time for you to go to the restroom or look at your watch. And it also shows how busy it is for modern work women when they have multiple identities. Like in this movie, in Full Time, Julie is also a single mom. That makes her situation even harder. Storytelling is very detailed, very convincing, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be touching for some people. Not only the leading actress is amazing, the director also won Best Director at Venice Film Festival in one of the sections. So he's definitely awesome as well. So if you like French film, or you just want to watch a story about a single mom run for her life, literally run, you can go watch Full Time this weekend. And let's check out another European film. Pina, a tribute to the late German choreographer Pina Bausch, as her dancers perform her most famous creations. The second new movie we're going to talk about today is Pina, and it's actually a classic re-release. It was released originally in 2011. And actually, it's not an European art film. It's an European documentary about art. It's directed by director Wim Wenders. While filming this documentary, he brought the dancers out of the theater, changed the streets into stages, and had the dancers dance in every corner in the city. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Actually, the reason why Wim Wenders filmed this documentary was because he and Pina Bausch were friends. He went to see Pina Bausch perform in 1985 for the very first time, and he was amazed and touched by her performance. They later became friends, and it was the very beginning of this movie. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed with cancer in 2009 and passed away the same year. So director Wim Wenders never had the chance to make a film with Pina Bausch. But he continuously received a lot of encouragement from everywhere and decided to make this documentary. It was nominated for the Best Documentary at the Oscars Awards, and it was re-released again this year because it's 10-year anniversary. So this time, we can watch 2D or 3D version at the same time. Pina was the very first 3D art film to be nominated as Best Documentary at the Oscars Awards. And it also won a lot of other documentary awards in Europe. So very brilliant work. It included 4 of the most famous performances of Pina Bausch in this film. And there were also a lot of precious documentary clips of Pina Bausch. There's not only her actual performances, but also her points of view on dancing. She once said that, let's dance, otherwise we will be lost. So if you're a fan of Pina Bausch or Wim Wenders, or you just like German documentary, or you want to take a look at this German choreographer, Pina would be the best choice for you this weekend. And before we move on to Top 007, let's review what we had from last week first. Top 3, Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. And the top 2 from last week was Everything Everywhere All at Once. And top 1, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. First, we're going to check top 7 to top 4. There isn't any new faces on the chart, but we still need to check it out. Top 5, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
What's happening?
Okay, quick version. Robotnik is back.
The Roundup.
반장님, 진실의 방으로.
여기를?
Top 4, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
What's happening?
The Bad Guys.
We're the bad guys.
It's crime time, baby. Shark. We need a distraction.
Do I get to improvise? Fine, please be subtle.
As I mentioned, there isn't any new faces on the chart, but let's still talk about them for a little bit. Top 5, there are 2 movies. The first one is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I personally think this is very awesome because it has stayed on the chart for, 7 or 8 weeks, and it's already out of the theater in Taiwan, but I'm pretty sure it's still a hit movie in North America, and that's the reason why it stays on the chart. But even if in the US, it's probably going to leave the theater, so if you're interested, better go check it out soon. The Roundup is a Korean action movie. I would say it's pretty critically acclaimed, but unfortunately there are many good movies to watch recently, so it's not that popular. Therefore, Sam, if you want to watch the Roundup, better watch it soon, before it leaves the theater. As for top 4, Everything Everywhere All at Once, although it's not leading, it's still an awesome movie to watch. I would say it's the best movie to watch this year before Top Gun was released. So now the best movie of the year 2022 is definitely Top Gun Maverick. And The Bad Guys. It's also out of the theater in Taiwan, but it's still pretty trending in North America. But it's also a critically acclaimed animation. So if you're interested in this latest work of DreamWorks and you're in Taiwan, maybe you can wait when it's on streaming platform or when it's out for DVDs or on TV. You can check it out, The Bad Guys. Now let's move on to top 3 to top 1. Top 3, Downton Abbey, A New Era.
Do I look as if I'd turned down a villa in the south of France?
Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore.
We're here to see Albus Dumbledore.
Top 2, Top Gun, Maverick.
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell. Let me be perfectly blunt.
Top 1, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
I sacrificed everything. And it meant.
Wow, there are 4 movies from top 3 to top 1 this week. It's a little bit crowded. And we see that Downton Abbey, A New Era is on the chart. It's the new phase, so we're supposed to talk about it. But the thing is, there's no schedule for Downton Abbey: A New Era to be released in Taiwan yet. I think it's just because the publisher is still deciding when to release it. So maybe we can talk about it when the time comes. Today, I'd like to talk about Top Gun: Maverick. I went to see it the day it was released, and I cried like a baby. You just feel emotional, if you've seen the first one. After 30 years of wait, you finally can see Maverick on the sky once again. Since it's only out for 1 week, I'm not going to talk about any spoilers. So let's talk about something general, and maybe in 2 or 3 weeks we can discuss the spoilers. First of all, I believe the success of Top Gun Maverick is all because of Tom Cruise. Not saying that the director doesn't get the credit or other new actors don't get the credit, but because Tom Cruise is the core, the key of this movie. He insisted that they need to film on site, and that's the reason why all actors who play pilots in the movie need to take flying courses. And something interesting is that Tom Cruise even promised those young actors, saying that if you are willing to take full flying courses after shooting, he would sponsor them. And actually, only one of them actually took the courses. And because the film was filmed in 2018 and was scheduled to be released in 2019. But it was postponed for some reason to 2020. And as you know, there is the pandemic, and that's the reason why we can only see the movie right now. But anyway, the actor who played Hangman actually took the flying courses after shooting, and he got his flying license in 2020. I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise is happy that there's other young actor who would like to learn how to fly just like him. So maybe we will be able to see other movies with flying scenes played by both of them, maybe other cooperation projects. And something interesting is that there's a female pilot in the sequel. It's definitely not because of being politically correct. It's because after 1990s, females started to join US Army and US Navy. So basically the director was just presenting facts. And more about Top Gun Maverick will come if you stay tuned at Screen with me. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Viola. See you next week.